We are
All right.
live.
Yes, we are. What's up, everyone? Sunshine community members. How is everyone doing today? It is Wednesday. We have a guy versus Linky. Yeah. What are your thoughts on this matchup, Elias?
It is 100% going to be one of the most interesting matchups in round one, despite the seed difference.
Hmm?
Linky has won the qualifier tournament.
Yes, he did.
So that means he got seed 13, which is the first available seed.
Hmm.
So that means that it was his first available seed, but it might have been he might have had a better result had it been not how do you put it? Had it been actually scoring all 16 people that actually got into the tournament. So this will be really an interesting match. I still think Rye is the favorite in all of this, but there is potential for
Absolutely.
Linky to maybe pull an upset.
I mean, we saw last tournament, Ambo upset Fry Guy. Fry Guy has been doing scrims recently, though. I can confirm. And he actually won against Ramato a few weeks ago. So I'd say he's not rusty right now.
No, it's definitely a very different Rye that we'll see today.
Yeah, I think last time it was maybe a little more rusty. He's not playing as much, but recently he's been doing some scrims. So I think he's, normal. Roll Bry. Linky, of course, has been doing 120 shines recently a lot. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I think this is mostly favored in Bry's case, but I wouldn't be surprised if we saw an upset. It happened.
Yeah, upsets can always happen. And so far in this tournament, there's already been one upset with Samurai Man taking the spoils in the match versus Larvae. Very close fought match, very interesting match to watch. If anybody of you has the chance, you can rewatch the VOD on this channel, previous matches. Although now probably the live match will distract you more than enough for that. And that places a lot of emphasis on the format, like on how to play how to play Invasion. And both these players have experience. I think Bri has played Invasion in the past, and Linky, of course, came from winning the qualifier tournament. So obviously, he definitely has some recent match experience in the format. So we'll see. That's also going to play a major part here.
Start looking at this card. Skulls you could do. First off, I mean, Hunter from Pianta is probably the fastest. It is the fastest, actually. Is that row, or is that column worth having, though, is the question. And it's not the worst. Hunter from Pianta with 17 Ms is good, although you probably want to go back into 2 to get the Ms.
No, I think there is more synergy in that with the 20 Bianco Blues and the Shadow Mario Shine, because if you're that far in Bianco, might as well go the extra mile. That ties as well within the 17 Ms there. Yeah. But it's not particularly strong synergy. It's still a very significant time investment, and 4 chance from Noki doesn't help either.
Yeah.
I think that one of the best, like row 5, I don't dislike row 5 per se. It's very build-up based, but row 5 and row 4 have a good synergy with the hidden shines, the secret shines, the red coin shines, 4 from free. 2 hidden in Gelato, 1 hidden in Bianco. So all these goals work well together, I think.
Yeah, I like the row. I like row 5. I mean, it's not great, but I do. Actually, yeah, row 5 is pretty good. I like hiddens. I like, hiddens will get you some reds, and then just do the obvious reds with it. Column 1. It's Not
Column
too
one is
bad.
column one. I feel is pretty versatile, as in it allows you to have a lot of freedom of movement with the NPC blue coins. Probably gonna be your first goal if you aim for that. Um, but also 20 blues from two with
Eh,
45 total blues. That's not nothing to scoff at. It is not particularly hard to get.
yeah.
It ties well into going in gelato for the goal 5 chance from gelato. Could be
Mhm.
an option. 4 chance from free with 3 hidden shines as well. The only issue I see with that, with the column one, is the 20 blue coins from 2 levels and 16 Noki blue coins are kind of incompatible because you cannot delay to get like the 20 from 2 that
Mhm.
much. I feel because it's gonna get sniped away. So
Yeah, I mean, you don't have a lot of reason to be in Rico on this card, but you know, obviously, would probably go there for when you're 20 from 2, and then probably for the second one. I don't know. 20 from 2 is definitely a time investment,
yes,
to say the
honestly,
least.
at this point, if I were to pick a start, it would be starting to trying to get row 5 on this card because that row 5 has this bunch of synergies all together that I think make it pretty
Yeah,
good.
probably
It's a slow
nice.
build up, but once we start rolling with the clicks, you can click a lot of stuff. That's how I feel.
Yeah, I mean, you get hidden in Bianco, you could potentially get 2 hiddens from Gelato, and then even get 4 Floodless. You play your cards right, or well, probably you would want to do 3 hiddens actually.
At free it and it's 4
Um,
floodless, you're already in Bianco.
I
It's
Yeah, I would love to have row 5 on this. Row 1 is not.
people that are
100.
mentioning column 4 seems not very favorable to column 5, and that's yeah. There's not a lot of synergy
Yeah,
there.
wouldn't rush 100 from Pianta. Like, even if it's the fastest goal, yeah, I wouldn't rush it. Sometimes it's just not worth, you know. That's what we saw when some of the newer players were doing in the qualifier tournament. They would just rush, the fastest goal possible, but that doesn't always really out for you just because it's fast. So, gotta be careful with that. I would honestly try to rush something in. I would try maybe rushing 5 NPC blues and just force my opponent into
That
row
could also
5.
be a
Row
valid
5's not,
strategy.
or column 5. Column 5. Although, honestly, like, if you're stuck in column 5, it's not like GG for you. It's just kind of Just
All
not
right,
great.
we will see now. The players are taking the start as we speak.
See what they do.
So we'll see if anybody takes the bait. And I see a Linky going into Pianta. At least I can see that.
Well, we don't know for sure if he's going to be doing 100. He could be rushing M's.
He could be rushing Gems.
I don't agree with him doing 100 if that's what he's doing, but...
That's pretty unfortunate there for Linky falling off.
Oh, I've never actually seen that happen.
I mean, he
Linky,
mentioned that he just woke up, so.
Linky did just wake up from a nap. So... yeah. Well, I feel like now, if he was going for 100 from Pianta before, he's not going to want to go for it now.
You never know. What if your opponent isn't starting? And if that's the case, you can always just finish one or get the M's and leave.
Alright, well, it looks like he's doing 100. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that start. Like I said, though, it's not the worst place you could be in. What's he doing? I actually have no idea what he's doing.
No, he's doing 100. He's just starting at
Oh, he starts. Okay, I didn't know. Okay, so he's starting with those mushrooms. I've never seen
I guess
that
it
before,
makes
actually.
it easier. I guess it makes it easier without having to remember the value of the coins to get when you leave the box area. If you do something like this. So you just get all the flaming mushrooms, and then just alright. I know that I need X coins from the boxes. So I guess it works. It's a bit slower, but
I is going to Bianco right now. Looks like going to be targeting maybe hidden. Gonna try to target row 5, which makes sense because row 5 is really good. Now, 100 from Pianta will lock in these columns. It's gonna be a little not the worst for Bry though. Like, hidden from Bianco is still on his side, so him doing it is not an issue either way. And he could
Yeah, I think Bry
I'm trying to
was.
think what like the start would be from there, getting stuck on that side. Which I guess it would be.
I
I don't
mean,
know.
is investing time in Bianco. So both NPC blue coins, because they're still in Bianco, and 20 blues from 2 levels are an option at that point. Especially because if he manages to get a good sneak going, 20 blues from 2, with 1 or and 5 NPCs, 1 hidden shine, Bianco for Floodless is 1 goal away from trying to steal the 20 Bianco blues if he does the 20 blue coins from 2. So that could be a nice snaking maneuver from Bry.
All right. So yeah, I mean, getting stuck on that side is not a big deal. I actually like Bry's column way more than Linky's column. I'm a little confused why he went for 100 from Pianta, but he might see something we don't. But I don't know.
He might have. There's always a chance that the player has a 60 chess play in their mind that the commentators are not able to see. So,
like, I don't
ignoring the blue
love. Here's my issue with this row or this column he's in. Like all these, it's gonna be really difficult to build a base, and then it's gonna be difficult moving on past row 2. Like you get M's on that point, most likely.
I mean, you know that if you're doing the Pianta,
sense.
if you're doing that Pianta, you're giving up Bianco for Floodless, most likely. Your opponent is most likely in Bianco at that point. With the fact that there's 1 hidden shiny in Bianco, 5 NPC blue coins, and 17 M's on the other sides, he is in Bianco. Your opponent has at least entered Bianco, so you have at least unlocked Bianco before you. That's the bare minimum. So I'm not sure about this play.
Linky got the M, but didn't get the M's in Pianta, which I think you need. Need Pianta or Pinna. I guess you can finish that in Pinna if you want. But I don't know if you really want to wait that long.
I'm not sure. We will see what the players will try to do.
I don't know.
Bry is moving on into Bianco 3. He's probably going to go for progress in Bianco here. That's not a bad call. Bianco for Floodless is there. I think he will try to get the 20 blues from Bianco at this point to start off. And the 5 and the NPCs from Bianco as well.
That's what I was trying to say earlier, is that building his base is not really... I mean, Noki, 4 shines from Noki is like very late game bingo stuff. Shadow Mario shine, like where are you going to do that on this card? You could do Bianco like you were saying, but I don't know. 100 from Pinna. Unless you do 100 from Pinna in 5, it's pretty damn slow.
I mean,
and 20 blues from Bianco. I don't know. I don't like his.
You could be doing the Shadow Mario shine in Pinna by EYG.
Yeah.
So that way you have the actual build up for Pinna. You might get 8 shine from 1 level there together with the Shadow Mario shine because you're doing 6 shines. The Hundo might as well get the 2 reds at that point. You're getting the 8 shines. But the thing is, I'm trying to force this Pinna maneuver into the route. I'm trying to shoehorning it into the card, whereas it's not.
Yeah, I don't know.
Linky is moving. Linky is moving in Bianco now. So
4 Floodless right now. Bry is.
Yeah. Now the point is,
which makes sense.
Both players probably Linky will try to go for it. So who will click it first? That's going to be the question there. So
I think it's pretty much guys. If I'm not mistaken. So I'm reading this wrong. Yeah, I mean, hidden from Bianco is a freebie.
Yeah, but then you still have to collect
5 NPCs or.
Yeah, do you remember that?
He's gonna have 2 unlocked after this. He's gonna have 2 unlocked after this, and then he can go to Serena.
Yes, but remember that Linky has 17 Ms, which is not that slow. So I can see a world in which Linky gets it.
Oh, he hasn't really been rushing it is the issue. He doesn't have Rico unlocked. He didn't get any of them in Pianta. is
That's
one in
fair.
Delfino, and
That's
two.
fair.
I don't think. I think. This is,
Honestly, I think you should have gotten some M's in Pianta. With the 17 M's being there's no point in just not getting the M's. Unless you feel that you're going to get robbed of the goal. But if that was the case, he would have already lost it. With the fact that he made the mistakes there. So might as well go for the riskier play. And, yeah.
all right.
Now,
Well,
Bry's back in Bianco. And I think he's going to be going for the 20 blues, the NPCs, and just in general, keep pressing through Bianco. This is a card on which Bianco is heavily advantaged, I think.
yeah, Bianco is pretty big on this card. 20 from Bianco for Floodless. NPCs really isn't a Bianco gold, but it works nicely here.
Yeah. Oh, okay. He's not getting the blues from Bianco here. I think he just wants to straight up get the NPCs and get the snake started.
That's fine.
That's a good play.
Fine. I would just go for NPCs at this point. Like,
okay, what is Linky trying to?
It's gonna be kind of a nasty triple click for Linky to see. He's probably gonna be a little worried about M's after that.
Yeah, Linky is getting blues in Bianco now. I mean, understandable. 20 Bianco blues. He needs to build the base.
He do Bianco 3? I wasn't even looking. this is
I'm
four,
pretty
right?
sure. What? I'm not sure actually.
I think this is Bianco 3, so he can't
No, this
actually.
is Bianco 3. Yeah.
He can't get 20 blues here. He probably will just get the last pokey on the way in too.
Yeah, just getting some blues here
Four.
and there now.
Alright. Is
When's damage less bingo?
Damageless bingo sounds terrible. I'm sure someone will do it.
Hey, if it's a terrible idea, somebody will try it. Still
Yeah. I don't like Linky's start or starting position here.
Okay,
I understand
so,
why he rushed.
So
Only
the
thing
hidden,
I can
is
think
ready.
of is one thing I can think of why he rushed him from Pianta is he didn't want Try to have row 5. I don't know. I don't know. At that point, you could even think of.
All right, Bry is entering Pachinko now. I think Bry is, I mean, now is Red Coin Shine, obviously. So he has all the incentive in the world to do one of these.
On his base, and he already has 2, so completely makes sense.
Yeah, although I don't really necessarily think that he needs this Red Coin Shine. I think that the NPCs would have been a faster maneuver. He already has 2. You just need a one First Lady and to enter Serena, which is not that bad. Not on this, not with Red Coin Shines, not with 4 Shines from 3 levels, and honestly, once you've done Serena 1, then again, you can also not get the Shine in Serena 1, so still, like, there's more value in the NPCs. You could have been able to Snake by now.
Well, on Invasion, it's not really like you're in a huge rush. If you're stuck in your own, if you don't get the first click, there's not a huge rush to click things. So I mean, he can build things up. Although I do think he should be a little scared of the 17 M's into Bianco 4 phoneless, but I don't think Linky has nearly enough M's right now. He has the 4 in Bianco and 1 in Delfino. You would need. I think for 17 you actually need to get the M's in either Pianta or
Pinna.
Or you just need to do something. You need to get your 17th somewhere else. Maybe you could do it in Gelato.
Linky is getting pokeyed into oblivion. So right now, pokey trolling.
Is there enemies on this card? Oh, well, he's gonna get it anyway.
No, it's simply the 20 blues.
This isn't a route typically for 20 blues, but it doesn't really matter. I was a little confused.
Alright, Bri
Doing
enters
some rocket
Gelato.
rollouts.
Bri enters Gelato. And I think he sees something in the two hiddens from Gelato. Right here.
That
right
would
now.
be a pretty nasty quad click.
And honestly, it also ties in very well with his 5 chance from Gelato in the base at this point. Sure, why not?
That's pretty rough for Linky to lose, actually.
Yeah,
Like,
it's a third of a goal, 4 chance from free, 5 from Gelato, and 1 goal throughout. So that's probably pretty bad. It's one of the few goals that are good on column 4.
I'm willing to say that's like really bad, Linky losing that, because 4 and 5 secrets, that's gonna take you a little bit. It's not
And I'm
like you
also,
can't get those, but it's gonna take you at least a little bit to get that.
and let's not forget one more thing. Who is that on secret so far? So Bri is really playing this very strategically so far. I think he's building, which is something we mentioned could be done with the bottom like row 5, just added kind of a build game. But he's doing it just as fine from column 1, and he still hasn't clicked anything.
And I gotta say, this is not the fastest Bianco 20 I've ever seen. I think he's missing a few, actually.
I mean, he's in free still.
And blue routes, if you're not fast on blue routes, you'll lose a lot more time than you think. Still does have M's on his side. He's gonna need to put some legwork in for secrets. I mean, he'll go to Gelato 1, it's Bianco 3, and then Pinna 2, I'm sure he'll get to, and then what's his 4th secret? Like, there's no reason for him to go to Rico here, really. I mean, he could do EYG, I guess, for Shadow Mario.
Yeah. That was the thing I was thinking about, EYG.
I don't feel like
Alright,
he's in a good position at all.
No. Bri clicks the 4 red coin shines. I didn't even think about this. I didn't even think about this free, the fact the contribution to the red coin shines. That's pretty rough. Lucky got the 20 Bianco Blues now, but Bri has already a good handle on the center of the card. So
yeah.
This is gonna be rough.
Yes. He now is getting scared by that.
I think he needs the M's, I think, at this point.
I think he will get them. I think Bri's gonna click 2 hidden instead of... He doesn't even have 17 M's. So.
Bri is setting up in Gelato, and I mean, makes sense. He's gonna get the 2 hidden now. Well, it's gonna be a matter of will he stay or will he go?
Well, no reason to stay in Gelato here, unless maybe 20 from 2, I guess, but no. Get out. Might delay it. I mean, he might delay this click. No, he doesn't. Alright, so...
No. The delaying in this game mode is not, I think, a super smart move.
It's not, as we've seen in some matches by now.
I mean, it can work out, but it's more of a niche strat than anything else.
He got the 4 in...
he got the 4 in Bianco, yes, and he got 1 in Delfino, we mentioned already. So this is going to bring him to 14, assuming he gets all.
I assume he got the 1 during Travel Skip. He didn't do it. He didn't do Travel Skip. You know what I mean. I assume he got the blue during Rico unlock. I don't know why I said that. But he probably has 15 after Rico. The question is, does he stay in Rico or does he just get out? Like, does he even finish Blooper, or is he going to be so nervous that he's just...
I mean, normally I'm for get the shine, but in this card, he doesn't really need to. Like, there's nothing bringing him. The only thing that will be useful for is to get the Rico 2 hidden or progressing through the stage. But with all the investment you gotta put in just to get the pin play work, I just think you're gonna go straight to pin as fast as possible, dude. Like, either even ignore, just start doing Delfino shines after this. If you want to get to pin it that much, might as well do that. Might as well go. Like, this is the issue with these kind of plays. Ooh, that was a very close shave for Linky there. You have to commit to it. Like you can't just go half-heartedly with, all right, I'm just gonna go try and get like pin a hundo, and that's a pretty big oof right there. You can't really just go and say, all right, I'm gonna pin a hundo, eight shines from one level in pinna, and then just dawdle around in Rico because like I need to get the hiddens. That's not how it works. You just gotta commit to it.
I completely forgot Bry had 5 from Gold on this side, so
that's why I was thinking he would stay there, and he would stay there.
I should have said I completely forgot that was the honest side. So yeah, he just needs to do Wiggler after this, and that'll be his 5th.
Also,
I don't know if he'll
do
Wiggler right now, but I assume he probably will.
I mean, keep in mind there's also 4 from 3, and he already has 3 shines in there. Gelato 2 is low, but I mean, you gotta just do 1 shine to complete your 4 from 1 level.
He could just finish up Wiggler later and then just try to get an earlier 4 from 3 click, which would make sense.
I wouldn't be surprised.
He's on pace right now to get every single one of his sides gold, like rows gold or columns goals.
The only thing I don't like from Bry's route so far is that he's ignoring blues. He's ignoring blues with a 45 total blue coin next to his starting row. I don't think that's a smart play.
So Linky getting M's.
Linky's getting M's now. Linky will have the blues. If he snakes through his to the base, he will get the 20 from 2. Honestly, but Linky has already 20 from Bianco.
I don't know how he breaks through that much, but
yeah, if the thing
is 2 from 5 maybe.
Yeah, it's a bet. All right.
I don't really see a way he snakes through there unless he maybe does Serena 100. Honestly, that might be something he has to consider. Just do Serena 100.
Not now, but later on, sure. Like the thing is, you kind of this is again committing for Bry to this play. He's just putting all the eggs in all the other baskets. He's ignoring the blue basket, which could pay off, could not. I mean, we'll see. We'll see.
All right, Linky going back into Bianco, or
I have absolutely no idea.
Why a lot of things. Maybe trying to. I don't know. Maybe trying to work towards PD to get another secret unlocked. I don't think that's what he would do because that's slow.
I don't understand this. Maybe the Shadow Mario shine.
Right. Shout out to Bry for doing Chuckster with the coin instead of DeLorean because I don't like DeLorean. It's slow. Like, it's not slow. It's faster, but the issue is, like, you end up throwing the banana 10 times. Like, unless you're optimal with it, you're going to lose, like, 10 seconds. So Chuckster is the way right there. Everyone should just do Chuckster. Unless you're, like, perfect at DeLorean every single time. That's my hot take of SMS.
Okay,
y'all can roast me on that.
Now, Bry is going to Pinna Park. And I am feeling the hundo from Pinna from Bry right now. That would be...
but maybe.
That would be a pretty hard blow at Linky, because then he has 1 Shadow Mario shine, which he's not going to get now. And 4 shines from Noki in the base. He's locked to 2 clicks from the base.
Is Linky doing 100 from Serena and Serena 1?
Linky's getting, what, NPCs? But he's very far. He's getting the hiddens, I guess. Hidden and secret access. Don't forget the Serena. Oh. Here we see the ballsy play. Serena hundo. Oh boy. Oh boy.
All right.
I respect that. I respect that.
This is like what he needs to do right now to break through, but this is gonna be like 5 minutes, and I don't think he knows the route. From what I'm seeing, as someone who actually does know the route, so this could be a little rough. I'm not sure about this, but we don't know. We don't know. He might be sandbagging. The sandbags are real. Maybe he knows the route, and it's just
or maybe he knows the coins, but he doesn't know the optimal route. I wouldn't put it past the game.
It looks like he knows something to an extent, but I've never seen this route. Maybe he developed his own route for this.
Maybe he just has a 16 billion IQ and has found the faster route than Rimato's. Because
Okay.
big brain.
I don't know why. Like, everyone who's trying to get into bingo, never do this if you don't know the route. Like, off the top of your head. Like, if you follow with a map, it's fine to an extent. But like, I think he knows it to an extent. It's just, it could be just one of his weird routing, like he did for Pianta hundreds. Yeah. No offense, Slinky, if you're watching this back.
I mean, weird doesn't mean bad. And honestly, it's better to have an optimal route that you know to do completely to heart than having a optimal route that you don't really know and you miss a coin and then you're stuck.
Maybe he like learned it in the past and he's just like trying to remember it right now. Like, where do I go? You have a coin despawn? That's really bad. Okay, he doesn't know the route. He's just spraying forever now. Pretty sure. This is really bad. This might like start. I'm not gonna say it's over, but like this might like push him into really bad territory if he can't do this effectively.
Okay, in the meantime,
okay, it looks like he knows some spots.
Bry's just cruising in the meantime, I gotta say. Like, he's just going through pin at a rate of knots, and... I mean...
You know what? I actually think this would have been a good play if he knew the route.
Honestly, with this card, at this point...
I don't know what else he could do to breach. I don't know what else he could do to breach.
With this card at this point, just go for the secret and do Hondo in Serena 5 or Serena 4 when you can enter the casino. Because honestly, there's 4 secret shines, 5 secret shines. Serena, okay, Manta's low, but then you can do Serena 2, Serena 3 super fast, Serena 4, you already have 2 secrets. Why not just do that? With all the stuff that Bry has to do on his side of the card, why would you think of rushing Serena Hondo? It's probably the last thing on Bry's mind right now. And Serena Hondo from 4 is infinitely easier than... Or 5 is infinitely easier than doing this. I don't know. This could be like... okay, Bry is entering Pinna free now. What is Bry's plan? What do you think he can get from Pinna?
I mean, there is hidden in Pinna, although he didn't go back into 2.
Could be a mistake.
It could be 4 from 3. 4 from 3 into hidden from Pinna.
Yeah, 4 from 3. That's also.
Actually, I think that's exactly what he's doing. By doing boat hop.
Linky's at 72 coins, but as we all know, the last coins are always the hardest.
You know what? You know what would have been like woke is if. I understand why he didn't. He doesn't realize how much time he actually has right now. If he did 100 from Pinna as his 4 from 3 into hidden into Pinna, oh my god. That would have been insane. I understand why he didn't, because like right now he may not realize like how much time he has. But that would have been like.
And you know what's the tragic thing in all of this? Linky will not be able to click it even if he gets it so far because he doesn't have a goal in row 2.
Does he have 7? I thought he has 17 M's and he's just delaying it.
Does he already have 17 M's? I don't think he does. Or does he? He's got a Rico, he's got a Bianco, he's got a Pianta. He might have already.
Alright, so here's the point in Serena 100's blinds where players don't know where the coins are and they're just spraying and hoping for the best. You hate to see it. He may not. Yeah, he may have actually just spawned coins. I don't know. I don't know about this. I don't know if he can.
I haven't seen any despawned coin.
Apparently there is one. Juan in the chat says there was a despawned coin, so I believe that. He's just been kind of carelessly spam throwing.
I mean, the thing is.
So 6 more. Let's see. Alright, so at least 1 is despawned.
Which is pretty bad. Alright, one of them's there.
Yeah, you don't really want that to happen. Alright, you got 1. Alright, so Bry is not doing hidden in Pinna.
No, Bry's going for the 4. Is he getting Yoshi? Yeah, might be getting Yoshi.
Or what? I don't think there's any Yoshi things in this.
I mean, or what he could be doing.
Is he trying to get to Shadow Mario? Like, I don't agree with that play, but he could.
I mean, it could be some kind of woke Shadow Mario into a chance from like, okay, this is getting dead.
I mean, honestly, it might work out for him. So at this point, like, yeah, there you go. Now Linky's crying on the inside. All right, two more. He just needs 2 more. I have no idea. I haven't been able to keep up with this route. I do know Serena 100s, but I have no idea where he missed to. This is a new route. God. This is making me kind of sad to see. This is the second time I've seen. This is the second time I've seen like someone do this, like just not know, and it happens. I mean, it's.
And you wait to see that. Oh my God, Link. Oh, that's so bad.
All right, well that's.
Oof. I respect that. Sometimes you gotta know when to take the L, but still, that's.
Wow.
He probably knows that this game is over at this point. Bry is cruising through. I mean, you never know. It'll always be a game over. So you'd never give up until the opponent gets.
I mean, I respect him for doing that instead of trying to like spray every pixel of the beach, but still like a 6-minute time loss that just happened.
And honestly, as I mentioned, you have 4 secrets on your side. You have 5 secrets on your side. Do the time investment. Go deep in Serena. You also have 8 from 1. I know doing 8 from 1 in Serena is kind of weird, but at that point, I mean, you might as well do it. You know, it's there.
Here's what I'm gonna say though: if he knew the route, that would have been fine.
Woke, yeah.
Not woke, but it would have been what he might have had to do. But it kind of everyone learn your route. Learn Serena 100's route. It's not too bad. I promise. It took me like an hour.
But did you do in a match? Did you do it in a match?
I've never done it in a match.
Then you will never know if you actually learned it.
I've done it on stream.
Alright, this man is going back to pin F3? Question mark?
May have been a misclick. There's nothing else he can do in 3. Oh wait, he might be doing EYG. Never mind, I lied.
3 YG? Oh boy.
3 YG time, let's go. Alright, so this might be Linky's win con. If Bryce soft locks here, that might be the win con.
Not gonna lie, seeing this EYG now, why? I don't understand.
It makes sense. It makes a lot of sense to me. I mean,
no. As in, like, I don't understand taking the risk. I mean, you might be confident in your EYG, granted, but I don't see why you should take the risk now. You have so much lead at this point.
Oh, I like this play. Shadow Mario from 1 secrets. I think it's a play. I think at this point he can also just do whatever he wants, but yeah. Oh yeah, EYG sucks. It's a really cool secret, but it sucks.
No, it's a really good trick. That's the thing, but it carries a certain amount of risk with it. That's the thing. Obviously, everything in this game carries a certain amount of risk with it, but it's whether the risk is worth it or not that makes a big difference here.
It is very rare that he'll soft lock. However, the small chance is Linky's last one con, I think.
I mean, it's not necessarily the soft lock, it's even the time loss. I mean, it's not gonna matter at this point, but also Rocket PD for memes, I guess.
Rocket PD, let's go. Yeah, I think Linky's just having a little fun.
And EYG works. Let's go.
Alright, so no. Platforms didn't work the first time. However, doesn't matter at this point. I didn't think he was going to soft lock. However, like I said, that might be Linky's last chance for a win. That small chance he soft locked. I actually never soft locked. I usually just down warp and die.
Let's be honest here. I mean, down warp is also pretty bad in time loss, but remember, Bry has 2 lives. 2 lives are not a lot of lives. So, possibility for a game over is always there. No matter how experienced you are, no matter your skill level. And you gotta take that into consideration. Like, it's always possible to game over.
He can get one. He can get Shadow Mario. He can get both Shadow Mario and 100 from Pinna if he wants. Pinna was like surprisingly good on this card. I didn't really think about it, but Pinna was like actually good. Kind of like late Pinna.
Is it only me or Jeff is like sounding a bit weird, or is it my connection that's not the best?
I cannot state.
Alright, in the meantime, Bry is just vibing. Bry is just vibing in Pinna. Bry decided he wants to go for an FCAW of Pinna at this point. He's just getting the hundo. He's just getting everything from Pinna. I mean, might as well at this point.
Yeah, he's gonna lose. He's gonna lose out to Shadow Mario. Yeah. Slinky falls here 2 times. Either way, it's a click for Linky. It was gonna be hard for Bry to get both, I guess.
Alright, Jeff, can you try to talk again, please?
Hello. Hello.
Okay, it's a bit better now. I think Discord was having a bit of trouble.
Yeah, I mean, Pinna Hundo, he could have lost because he didn't Pinna 2.
Alright. Bry has marked 8 goals so far. And that's...
Yep.
Yeah, the Shadow Mario has been lost to Linky at this point.
Unless Linky delays it. No, he didn't delay it. He could have. So Linky can probably break through an 8 from 1. Is this Bry's 8 from 1? It's not.
That's still a trade.
I guess Linky could also. It's the only way Linky can break through is the 8 from 1, I think.
Which I think he's realizing, and he's trying to go for it. Now, how many is Bry missing for 8 from 8 from 1? I think Bry still hasn't done NPCs.
Well,
which
he
is
needs
kind of a shame.
He's another click. Yeah, he hasn't done NPCs, which is kind of surprising because we thought that was going to be like one of the first goals to click. But I get it.
How many NPCs does Linky have?
He didn't even get the ones in Serena, so
yeah,
which
is a mistake for me because at that point, if you're you might as well do it. You might as well do it. At least you get something out of it if it fails. Bry is actually like mind read. Just starts to go for NPCs now. Linky did Hondo Serena, right? No, he didn't.
He got 98 coins, but unfortunately 98 couldn't find the last 2, so he just exited.
Yeah, honestly, like with Linky, you're Linky.
Really do be like that sometimes.
You're Linky. You should have gotten Serena because honestly, the 4 secret shines, you just need to go do Gelato 1, and then if you get Serena up until Serena 5, you do have 2 secrets included with it. You just get that as a free goal because you're already done Bianca free. So, and there's also 5 secrets on the card, which at that point you can complete with something like Pinna 2, which is not that hard to get to. So it's like
not even unlocked Pinna. Holy God.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, of course that's all the time you lost in Serena. Honestly, if you're losing 6 minutes in Serena to get Hundo, these are 6 minutes in which you do. Oh, look at Bry just clicking ahead in Pinna 5 NPCs. He could go for 8 from 1 really soon. Yeah, this match is probably over at this point.
We're seeing
Link is getting 8 from 1 now.
You don't see this in 1v1 lockout too often. Oh, I thought he was gonna have to do Bianco 8. Never mind. That would have been cool. I mean, I don't think that would have actually been any way faster, but it would have been cool to see. All right, so Bry's gonna enter. What's his win con at this point? 8 from 1, and well, he's gonna lose 8 from 1, I think. But he could probably scrounge up a secret somewhere. He has a lot of options. He'd probably go back to Gelato, do Wiggler. I think he'll do Wiggler is a thing he could do.
No,
I would like to see 100 from Serena play from Bry, but I don't think we'll see it.
No, it has 2 from 5 as well, which is a thing. You already has 4
Yeah.
from 8, so they might as well go for it.
I don't think we've seen
16
Serena
Noki blues.
100s.
16 Noki
Invasion.
blues. I mean, although if you're a Linky, oh oof. I think Linky won that.
Rip.
And Linky was able to snipe this. Linky was able to snipe this and keeping his chance alive.
All right, so can Linky get the 45 into 20 from 2 double click?
I think he can. I think he can. What is Bry going to do? No key isn't unlocked yet. Might be.
Gelato, in my opinion.
Gelato. Yeah, I will finish the Wiggler. That's the backup. That's the importance of having that gold there. It's a backup goal.
I'm not even saying this to be funny. I'm actually saying he should do Gelato 3 and then go do Serena 100s.
not even. Not even. If you really want to be safe and not like, okay, you might know the route, but what if 2 coins to spawn? Just finish 2 from 5.
I might be biased, and I kind of just want to see him. I just want to see a Serena 100s.
If your opponent has done 8 from 1, there's no way they have the progress for 2 from 5. I mean, Briar also has done 8 from 1 technically, but he also has progress. He just was 4 from 3, so he could easily go and do like two level shines, like going Pianta, just to get the 1 and 2. There you go.
He has his pick and choose of what he wants to finish his out with, essentially.
Link is gonna get the 45 at this point. He remember that he already got all the M's here, so he doesn't have a lot of blue resources still left in Rico. But he definitely
could get 45.
Can finish.
45 into 20 from 2 would be nice.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a nice little double click last stand that makes the match look a little closer. I will say though, I think this match was not in a great position for Linky when he went to Pianta 100. Like, I have to say, I do think that was not a good way that you want to start that match, because yeah, it's the fastest goal.
I mean, definitely, but I still think that there was more potential that we considered at the start in this route. Simply by virtue of the fact that Linky, even after all of this, still got 5 goals, and he wasted 6 minutes in Serena. And he will probably get the 45 blues soon, and the 20 blue from 2 soon. So it's going to be 7 goals. So it's not going to be it's also still going to be a respectable showing, even with 6 minutes missing. Which says a lot, honestly. It says really a lot. Now, what's Bry going to choose to finish this?
Doing it? He's doing it. Alright, let's go. Serena 100 time.
Yeah. Is he going for the lad play?
Oh, let's go, dude. I'm excited.
I mean, we only know he's going for Serena. He could be going for 2 shines from Serena. I don't know.
He's going. I want to see Serena 100. I want to see it. I sound like a child, but I just want to see it. It's cool. It's a cool level, and I barely see it done in bingos.
Link is gonna finish nicely. This 45 and 20 at the same time. It's gonna bring him to 7, but I don't think he can contest Serena Hundo. Unless he just goes for it and wings it like a madman round 2. Sometimes you gotta do it. You know?
He's not doing Serena 100s.
No, I thought. I mean, he was probably gonna try to finish the 5 secret shines. That's probably, or no, he cannot click it.
He has so many he has so many win cons. This is a safe one. 2 from 5, or even if he gets...
what? No. This is the problem. Or what? 16 Noki blue coins. He's ignoring that. 2 from 5. He could do that. Then 100 from Serena, I guess.
Wait. He just exited. Linky hasn't even unlocked Gelato. We're 48 minutes into a... Oh my goodness gracious me, dude.
Why is Linky going to Gelato now? That's the question. Secrets. Probably he's eyeing the secrets. He definitely needs that to progress through. Also, the 65 total blues, he could just try to mix and mash a bit in that sense.
Okay, so I baited us originally.
Bry decided, well, I think he wanted to go for the 2 from 5, and then he decided, I'm gonna be the lad, and I'm gonna go for the hundo.
Let's go, dude.
This is a manly bingo.
I don't know this route, but I mean, this is... If he doesn't know the route and then, like, loses, like, 10 minutes and Linky catches up, oh my goodness. I don't know if... Ramada, does he know the route? I assume he knows the route. He's like a bingo.
Honestly, at this point, Bry is going for the lat play, and
Yeah.
I respect that. But the thing is, as I mentioned before, every play carries an amount of risk with the play itself.
I'm sure he knows the route.
And I think that minimizing this risk should be the job of Bry right now, because he has other options. The 2 from 5 wasn't that weird. And now Linky's gonna turn in coins. He's probably gonna try to reach Noki soon, because I think he sees it. He sees the 65 total blues, the Noki, and the fact that he needs to get the 2 from 5. And Noki's a good stage to get a 2 from 5.
I don't think we can even see Linky get to Noki. Well, this match is over, if you want me to be honest. Maybe if Bry is really slow.
I mean, again, Linky's win con is that Bry drops coins or doesn't get this shine. And honestly, it's not impossible. I can see it. I can see it happening. It's not likely. I have faith in Bry that he knows the route. The route is done well. He's certainly an experienced bingo player, so he probably has experience in this. But doesn't mean that he's gonna 100% succeed. So I hope for Bry's sake that he's gonna be able to make it. But if he doesn't, well, the match suddenly takes a turn for the very interesting at that point. Linky entering pin-up.
I'm sure Bry will get this. I'd be shocked if he messed this up somehow. Although I don't recognize this route, but apparently he has a custom route, so that's all. Yeah. Well, I don't know what else to say about this match.
I mean, at this point, it's just is this gonna be a rush to finish, just trying to get the coins here, or is Bry gonna make the mistakes? It all depends. It all hinges on this. Linky is entering Pinna now. I would assume it is gonna be for some blues here.
Yeah, he could probably get 20 blues before it finishes up. Actually,
I'm not sure if he can get 20, but
we'll see. Actually, no, he might not be able to. Yeah, I think he had to get one outside the park.
Yeah, but again, I think this is just a move for 2 from 5 as well. It's just like trying to go for it all at this point.
Yeah, either way, it's a safe.
There's no more room to be safe. You have to get everything. That's the point. You can't afford to drop anything else now.
All right, what do you have to say about this match? What are your thoughts while we're watching Bry get these last 21 coins?
I mean,
what are your thoughts?
I will not say anything until the match is over, because I don't want to jinx it or anything. It's just that I think it's a bit premature to say anything before Bry finishes the coins. If anything, just like for Linky, because I really didn't like the the wing in it play for Serena. As I mentioned, having the I think this is over, or is it?
Unless Bry despawn coins, even then I'm sure
I don't think he did at this point. He just needs more water. And no, it's just a case of making this play happen when you're not really sure about it is not the smartest play. Like, go for something safe. You might lose, but you still have better chances than like if you wing it and you drop it. It's now Bry is missing 2 coins.
Yeah, I would have done this to close up the match. I would have done this. 100s is awesome.
Bry is missing 2 coins.
I'm sure Bry knows Serena 100s is probably just.
I mean, he's been going around spraying randomly now at this point. So okay, there's one. There's one. Oh boy.
That last one is always a fun one to find.
Oh boy. Linky is struggling to get this blue. Bry is struggling to get 1 yellow coin.
So Linky win to 65 before I finds this coin. If Bry like accidentally despawned it, I'm gonna like, oh my god, I'm gonna cry. That's pretty rough. Linky only needs 6 more to get 65. And there might not be enough, actually. I don't know. I don't know if there's enough in the park. I haven't
Yeah,
really
I
been paying
mean,
attention to Linky. All right, there it is. GG's.
there it is. And Bri give us a bit of an interesting
Respectable,
situation there.
respectable
Gets the last
showing.
coin.
I have to say, Bry's routing was really good. Serena hundreds was a little shaky, yeah, but GG's, of course. Sucks to see some of the things that happen to Linky, but
Yeah, honestly,
it's hard, especially going against.
Even with those 6 minutes, Linky probably wouldn't have been able to win this, but it probably would have made a load of difference. I can think these 4 secret shines would have been Linky's. The 65 probably would have happened as well. So yeah, it would have been a pretty different story. Maybe 5 secrets from 2 or 4 from Malky at this point, but we will never know. It was still a pretty good match. Wait. All right, people already coming in for an interview. We have Linky here.
Hello. Linky. What are your thoughts on this match? Run us through your head. What were you? How are you feeling right now?
That was a terrible match. I made so many mistakes. Serena hundreds was awful. Like I usually use a coin count for certain areas of Serena hundreds, but that was completely messed up because I did a completely different route.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure coins despawned at some point, so
I think they did, yeah. That's what someone was saying in the chat, unfortunately. So and that was like, I think even before then, I was a little worried if you could contest this one because I didn't like your start, if I'm being honest with you. I thought 100 from Pianta, I understand why you did it, maybe, trying to restrict it to columns instead of rows, but I didn't feel like your column was good, personally.
Well, I saw 20 blue coins and I thought, like, that combines with Bianco 4 Floodless, 1 hidden from Bianco, M Graffitis.
Also, welcome, Bri, I assume? Yes.
Hello.
But GG's, congrats on your win.
GG.
All right. So Linky was just mentioning about the start. You wanted to chain Bianco for Floodless, hidden Bianco, and I guess you wanted to finish by getting in your opponent's base with 20 blues or 2, I presume.
Yeah.
I mean, you eventually made it with 20 blues.
Yeah.
So at this point, Bri, what was your start? Did you plan to go column 1, or do you want to get row 5?
Yeah, I thought we were gonna race for row 5, so I was really relieved when hundreds and Pianta was clicked. So like I was looking at this card at the start, and like I really didn't want row 1, and so I thought the row 5 play looked good. But then I was thinking if there were any counters, and I was thinking about the hundreds and Pianta, but like then I saw you could just do reds to like Bianco 4.
Yeah.
And so I was ready with the backup once I saw that clicked.
Yeah, I thought that was a better start than 100 from Pianta, so I understand. Yeah, I like that play. Row 5 was pretty nutty. I was kind of hoping we'd see a race to Rose, but
I was hoping not, because I was worried if I lost that race that the bingo was just going to be over.
No, honestly, we mentioned how the row 5 would have had a great synergy between the 4 from free, 4 reds, 4 hiddens, 5 secrets. It's just a bunch of stuff that stacks together. Also, the hidden Bianco to Gelato just to start snaking up.
And then if your opponent's stuck, like having to do hundreds from Serena or like a Shadow Mario, or it just seemed really one-sided if someone got row 5.
Yeah, I can understand the line of thought there. Now, I guess we can move to the elephant in the room. Serena Hundo. Now, Linky, I asked myself this question when you were playing at that point. At that point, I remember you decided to go and like, all right, I need to get a goal in column 3 to move out, because obviously that makes sense. I thought the thought process going into Serena was gonna be, all right, let me just get a lot of stuff in Serena. So you're gonna do Manta, Serena 2, Serena 3, Serena 4, and then do Hundo from Serena 4 or 5 with like Casino access, because it's safer. Your opponent was not probably going to try to contest Serena at that point, and even if the opponent did, you could have done 8 shines from one level as a backup from Serena, or also the 4 secret shines and 5 secret shines. With the fact that you already were in Bianco and just a quick trip to Gelato, you just unlock Gelato, go against Gelato 1, and then you have the secrets. But you decided to wing it and go for the big play, which I respect 100%, because it takes a really like a certain amount of guts to go for that. It ended up backfiring, but what would you have tried to do at that point if it had succeeded? If you had clicked the Serena Hundo 30 minutes in, or I don't remember what was the timestamp, but I think 30 minutes was about right.
I was probably gonna still do 45 total blues and then 20 blue coins from 2 levels. But then I would probably go for like 65 totals. Then the Shadow Mario 8 shines, and then probably I'm not entirely sure.
Okay, I mean,
I would have probably tried to do no key, but I didn't really have many shines by the end of that match, so I'm not sure if I would have been able to get to no key.
I mean, at that point, there's always the option of trying to go for the 5 secrets. That's there. 2 shines from 5. I think that there's a lot of incentive to go for a lot of progression. I mean, Bri, you finished the game with 27 shines, right? Right?
Yeah.
So that's a lot of progression.
Like that. I had a lot, yeah.
Now, I want to ask Brian, then Jeff, if you have any question, I'll just I'm done after that. Now, your routing we thought was really good. With the start, the fact that it was a good backup from the start. You wanted row 5, but went from column 1, looking pretty good. The only thing that was noticeably, at least not necessarily a mistake, or just more like a weakness, that you completely ignored blues.
Oh, I was totally happy to ignore blues. Like I was looking at the goals, right? Linky clicked 20 from Bianco really quickly, and so I was just playing for everything else in column 1. So coming with 20 from Bianco, right? I figured Linky's first click in my column would be 20 blues from 2 levels. Like he just needed 1 more level, and so I was going to make a play on everything else. Okay. And like I knew I was losing 45 total if he got anything in column 3. So yeah, I wanted to make a bigger play for secrets and Pinna, but I ended up losing the Shadow Mario and 8 shines from 1 level, which were both on my radar.
Yeah, that was pretty close. At the end of the day, Linky manages to stop you from some goals, but you don't really recover 6 minutes lost in Serena Hundo easily, and I think that this is kind of the proof. A bit unfortunate for Linky, but sometimes this is the way things go, I'm afraid.
Yeah. So, Linky, you are not out of the tournament yet. You're going to be going up against Reed in losers round, and Bri, you were going up against Pogo. You're moving on. Last you guys both, what do you think? Linky, how do you feel about your match against Reed?
I'm not sure if he's played Bingo recently, but if he has, then he's probably going to be tough to beat.
And Bri, how are you feeling about going up against Pogo next?
Well, you knocked me out of the last tourney, so I'm hoping for some vengeance, but it's going to be a real tough match. I think it's going to be really close. I think Pogo is now faster than me at most bingo goals, so I'm going to have to work around that. Or at least it would be close. Like we both went for the hidden in Bianco last tourney, I remember, and I got sniped by like 10 seconds, which is a lot in the early game. He's fast and he's a good router, so it's gonna be a scary match. Yeah, it could go either way.
All right, I think unless you guys have anything else or anyone has any other questions, I think that's it.
I think that's it. I'm honestly looking forward to both matches at this point, because Linky versus Reed has the potential to be a bit of a curveball on both sides. Honestly, Reed showed a lot of speed in the match versus Pogo, but routing and in general, awareness, I guess, could be the best way to describe it. A lack of awareness was his downfall. And Pogo was pretty solid for the match, so Bri versus Pogo should be a really, really good one. I'm looking forward to that one.
We got a match tomorrow at 8, so everyone come by for that. And yeah, that's all we got.
Thanks for commentating and restreaming, and yeah, see you next time.
All right, then we will see you guys again tomorrow. Goodbye.
GG guys, I'm heading out.